Hello students, I hope you are doing very well. In our previous chapter, we discussed how the entrepreneurs assess the financial strength and viability of the business. So today we will move to another critical topic in entrepreneurship, which is building a new ventures team. A business idea alone cannot make a company successful. It is the people behind the idea who turns that idea into reality. So therefore, building the right team is one of the most important responsibility of an entrepreneur. So in this lecture, we will learn what a new venture team is, why it is important, and what role different members play in the success of the business. So firstly, we will study what is the meaning of a new venture team. So a new venture team is the group of founders, the key members, the employees, the advisors, and the professionals who work together to move the business from an idea stage to a fully functioning company. So a team does not usually form all at once. Instead, it develops gradually as the business grows and can afford to hire more people. In addition to the employees, the team may include the board of directors, the board of advisors, the investors, the lenders, and the consultants as well, who provide the guidance and any type of support. For example, when students start an online clothing business might be, initially they may manage everything by themselves. So as the business grows gradually, they may hire a marketing manager, they may hire the accountant or a delivery supervisor. Gradually, the business build a complete team. So here we will study what is actually the main concept of liability of newness, which is a major challenge for any business. So liability of newness, new businesses often fail because they are new and inexperienced. This problem is actually known as the liability of newness. Liability of newness refers to the difficulties new businesses face because they lack the experience, they lack the reputation, they lack the relationships with the customers, with the suppliers as well. New firms may struggle because founders are adjusting to the new rules and the businesses does not yet have a track record. Customers and investors may hesitate to trust a new company until it proves its reliability. For example, a new restaurant in might be in Hyderabad may serve good foods, but customers may prefer established restaurants because they trust them more. So over the time, as the restaurant builds a reputation, the challenge of the newness will be decreased. So one way to overcome this challenge is by building a strong and experienced team. So another way is by attending the entrepreneurship workshops, the training programs, and the networking events, so that you can gain the knowledge, you can gain the connections. So the next point to discuss here is that how can we create the new ventures team. So crafting or creating a new venture team is one of the most important steps in starting a business. A well-designed business plan cannot succeed unless the business has capable people to implement that plan. Sometimes multiple businesses will develop these similar ideas at the same time. In such cases, success depends not on the ideas but on the ability of the time to execute that idea effectively. So, for example, many food delivery services started around the same time in Pakistan, but companies like Food Panda succeeded because they built strong teams and they developed the strong, efficient system. So the other major area is the founders or the founders of a venture. The founder or the founders play a central role in shaping the direction and success of the new business. Their decisions, their skills, their leadership will style influence the future of the company. There are two important factors related to the founders are the size of the founding team and the qualities of the founder. So what about the size of the founding team? One of the most important decision entrepreneurs must make is whether to start the business alone or whether to start the business with the partners, right? So research will show that many businesses are started by more than one person, because teams brings more ideas, teams brings more skills, teams brings more resources. So team members also provide the emotional and psychological support during the difficult times. However, partnerships can also create the conflicts if the team members disagree on decisions or the responsibilities. For example, if the two friends may start the mobile accessories shop together. If one partner want to expand quickly while the other prefer the slow growth, so disagreement may occur. So experts suggest that the ideal founding team usually consists of 2 to 3 people. A very large team will create communication problems, will create the conflicts as well. So next point to consider in this perspective is qualities of the successful founder after the size of the team. So the quality of successful founders significantly affect the success of a new venture. In the early stage, the knowledge and skills of the founders are the most valuable resource of the business. So important qualities of the successful founders may include education, the experience, the networking ability of the founder or the founders, the industrial knowledge. So education will help an entrepreneur to develop the problem solving skills and the communication skills. Experience will allow to make better decisions and avoid the mistakes. So networking will help them to build the relationships with the customers, with the suppliers and with the investors. For example, a person who previously worked in a textile factory may have the better understanding of the textile industry if they start their own clothing brand. It's a common phenomena. So how can we avoid the mistakes in developing the new team, because we face many mistakes in developing an effective venture team. So what are the common mistakes? New venture team, entrepreneurs sometimes make mistakes when forming their teams, which can negatively affect their businesses and affect their performances as well. So one common mistake here is that placing unqualified friends or family members is an important in a very important position. While trust is important, skills and competence are equally necessary. So another mistake is assuming that success in one industry guarantee the success in another industry, although it is a very a biggest mistake. So some entrepreneurs also try to manage everything alone without building a team, which leads to stress as well, which leads to poor decision making. For example, a business owners who handle the sales, who handle the marketing, the accounting and the customer services alone may become overwhelmed and unable to focus on strategic planning as well, because they are in a very stressful situation. So if we see the role of the board of directors in the new ventures team, so the board of directors is a group of individuals who are elected to oversee the management of the company. And they ensure that either the company is operating responsibly, either it operates responsibly. Companies that are registered as corporations, they are legally required to have a board of directors as well. So the board of directors will perform the several important functions like appointing managers, like monitoring business performances and ensuring the ethical behaviors. Board members may be, inside directors who are inside directors and outside directors. And inside directors are those who are the employees of the company. And outside directors are those who are independent professionals. For example, we have the manufacturing company. It may include a finance expert, a marketing specialist, and an operation manager on its board to provide the balanced guidance. So how can we provide the expert guidance? The next point is, which is very important, one of the most valuable role of board of director is to provide expert advice to the management team. Board managers share their knowledge, their experience to help the company to make the better decision making and solve the problem. For example, if any technology startup lacks the marketing expertise, and adding the marketing professional to the board can improve the promotional strategies. right? So next we may consider the legitimacy, providing the legitimacy. Another important role of the board of director is to build the trust and credibility for the business. When respected professionals join the company's board or join the company's customer and investors, they are more likely to trust the business. For example, if a well-known banker agrees to join a startup's board, then investors may feel more confident about investing in that company. So after the role of board of director, we may have to study the role of professional advisors as well. So in addition to the employees and the directors, entrepreneurs often rely on the advisors as well. Professional advisors will guide the entrepreneur or support the entrepreneurs, and they help the businesses to fill the skill gaps, and they provide specialized knowledge. First, we have the board of advisors. Board of advisors are the group of experts who provide the advice and the guidance to the businesses. Unlike the board of directors, the board of advisors does not have the legal authority. Advisory boards are very flexible and they can focus on specific issues like marketing, technology, and the product development. For example, a startup developing a health app may invite doctors and IT specialists to serve on its advisory board to provide the expert recommendations. So the next advisors are we have the lenders and the investors. Lenders and investors also play an important role in supporting the new businesses. How? Lenders and investors will provide the businesses financial resources and they monitor the business performance. Investors often offers advice and they give us the connections that help the businesses to grow. For example, a bank that provides a loan to a small business may regularly review the company's financial record to ensure that loan is being used responsibly or not. So we may have the consultant as well. So consultant are also the professional advisors who provide the expert advice in specific areas like marketing, like finance or the technology. So startups often hire the consultant because they cannot afford to employ the full-time specialist. For example, a new business may hire an IT consultant to design its website or an accountant to prepare the financial statements. So they will hire the consultants, right? So what is the importance of building and developing a strong new venture team? Building a strong team is one of the most critical factor in business success. Even the best businesses ideas cannot succeed without the capable people to implement that. A strong team will improve the decision making. A strong team will increase the productivity and it builds the customer trust. It also helps the businesses to overcome the challenges and it adapt to change in the market. For example, a successful restaurant depends not only on the owner but also on the skilled chef, on the friendly waiters and efficient managers. So if I summarize the today's lecture, so a new venture team consists of founders, new venture team consists of employees, advisors and the professionals who work together to build and grow a business. New businesses often face the challenge of liability of newness, which can be overcome by assembling an experienced and talented team. So the founder skills, team size and the leadership qualities play a very important role in business's success. Board of directors, board of advisors, advisory boards, lenders, investors, even consultants provide the guidance, legitimacy and even support as well. Ultimately, the success of new venture depends not only on the idea but on the strength. Thank you.